Hello, kindergartners in Hingham. It's John Belber from Holly Hill Farm, safely with a mask, and
my name's Janice McPhillips. I'm also from Holly Hill Farm, and here we are in beautiful Peck's Meadow at Holly Hill Farm. Maybe you've been here before to visit, maybe you came to camp, but we're here today to learn about seeds. And we're going to start by talking about this plant, which is
a sunflower reaching up towards the sun. Although it's gray today, they have reached up to the sun. And what do you notice about these flowers, kindergartners? Are they still in bloom? Would Vincent van Gogh come paint these? No, they look a little faded. Here's one, you can barely see some yellow petals. Janice, what'd you pick?
I picked a sunflower from another garden.
Wow.
And this one is still yellow and beautiful. And the other ones are beautiful in their own way. What is beautiful about them, Johnny?
Well, look at them. They're at the end of their cycle because they've already bloomed. And they are beautiful because they provide food for birds who might fly in, maybe a squirrel or chipmunk who wants to scurry up. And that food is hidden underneath where the flower used to grow. So I'm going to pick one maybe up here, cut it because it is at the end of its growth, and see all these little teeny tiny flowers in here. I mentioned the petals, kindergarten. These are actually the teeny tiny flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good counting, kindergartners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those flowers. And do you know who visited the sunflowers, kindergartners in Hingham? Yes, it was the bees and the pollinators. And they came looking to pollinate and take away pollen, to go back to their beehives to make honey. And underneath all those flowers that have been pollinated, what is inside? What has new energy ready for the next phase? So I'm coming closer right here to see into the camera, teeny, tiny, little black seeds, kindergarten. Look at these seeds. Every flower is going to make hundreds of seeds. Janice has one right here with her hand carefully holding another head of a sunflower.
Here's
Called
an
the head because
example.
it's at the top. Look
These
at those.
dried up bits right here. These are the leftovers of the flowers.
After the bee has pollinated,
And underneath of the flowers are lots and lots of black sunflower seeds.
kindergartners, what can we do with these seeds? So many seeds, and now that it's autumn, now that the leaves are falling and the temperature is changing, what can we do for these to get ready for a future season? Do you know your seasons? We're fall, followed by winter. I even see some purple at the bottom. Janice, look at that. How about in springtime? What can we do with these seeds, kindergarten, in springtime?
We could maybe save them until the spring,
Yes.
and we could plant them.
We could plant them at East School, maybe in the spring if we're feeling healthy and safe, maybe at Foster School and South and Plymouth River School. Sunflower seeds everywhere. So we'll save them now that it's fall. We hope you're safe and healthy, kindergarten. All of our sunflower seeds saved in autumn for you in springtime.
Here's an example of another kind of seed we can save. This is a beautiful flower. It's called a Queen Sophia marigold. And as you can see, on the same plant growing in that pot there, these flowers are all really beautiful. They still smell good. They're very much alive. But right next to them, right here, is a flower. It's all done being a flower. You can see where it used to have those beautiful dark rusty orange colored petals, but those petals have died back and they've left something really important behind. And that something was made by the flower with the help of some bees that came to visit this flower, pollinated the flower, did the job of helping the flower turn into some seeds. And these right here inside, behind those beautiful petals, those are marigold seeds. Now I could save those until next spring because right now it's November and it's a little too cold to plant these in the ground. They won't grow now, but I could save these until next spring, spring of 2021. It'll be the end of your kindergarten year. And when the soil is warm and the sunshine is shining and it's raining in the spring, it will be the perfect place to find a place to plant these seeds in the ground so we can grow more of these beautiful Queen Sophia marigolds. Okay, I have here a number of other seeds that you can find in fall. Here's one that came from a tree on Holly Hill Farms property called a black walnut tree. Maybe you've seen one of these near where you live. It's a bright green seed pod when it first falls off the tree. They've been on the ground now for a couple of weeks, so they're starting to decompose. And as you can see, it's a little moldy. And the cover is easy to peel off. It stains my fingers. Here's what the seed cover looks like when it starts to fall off. And here is the black walnut that's inside of that seed coat. And inside of this, if you had a nutcracker or a hammer, you could crack this open and there's an edible nut inside there. That nut is also a seed that will grow into another black walnut tree. But what is likely to happen around here is that some hungry squirrels will crack open this nut with their sharp teeth and eat inside, crack open the shell, and take the edible nut out because it's food for them. And it could be food for us too, or it could turn into another tree. Here's some seeds I'm sure you've seen on the ground this time of year. You know what these are. Yes, these are acorns. They come from oak trees. And these, if they stay in the ground over the winter, next spring you might see a little tiny oak tree starting to grow. And the last seed that I'm going to show you is something that grows at the farm. It might grow in your garden. You might see them by the side of the road. This is the seed pod of a milkweed plant. So it's kind of dried out now. It's been sitting here for a while, and as you can see, it was closed up tight, and little by little it's starting to open. And these seeds that are inside the milkweed have a very special set of wings, sort of like wings or a parachute, and when the wind catches them, look what happens. They blow away. And the wind will carry them to another place where they can live and make more milkweed plants next spring. This whole tray is filled with milkweed seed pods and their special wings or parachutes. Those are really fun. So those are some seeds that you can find in the fall around where you live, and I hope you have fun exploring, looking for seeds, big seeds or little seeds. Have fun, kindergartners.